I'm a homeschooling mom of 2 boys. One's 4 and the other's 2.5. And we've been homeschooling for about a year. We started last June just with like some fun things that we're still using this year. So I'll show you what I'm using for the second year and probably another year. And then for the younger son for a few more years, things like that. Hopefully it's not too long because there's like a lot. Not that we use it all every day, but I did my makeup today, so I didn't do my hair. It's kind of like one or the other, especially if I'm trying to film a video when my husband's at work. Okay, let's dive right in. First up, we have math, because it's my favorite, so that's what I want to start with. Let's see, our like core curriculum is Singapore Dimensions. So I know a lot of people use this and love it, and I really love this. So we just finishing up the PreK with my 4-year-old. He turned 4 in May, and we've just kind of been doing it slow. And I'll show you inside the like workbooks. It's just like fun stuff. So it's like circling and going to the right things. This one's going to be a little bit more. They start going into actual addition and things, but like look at that little seahorse 5s. That's just so cute and fun. And he gets really excited about it. And my 2.5-year-old, which I did not want to start school with him already, but he literally cries because he wants to do, especially the workbooks, because I mean, look how fun they look. If I were a kid, I'd want to do these too. So I let him do like random problems in Cooper's, my older son's. And so I might have to start him on the PreK math. I'm waiting as long as I can, but I might have to start him come winter. And then I have these, these are one of the first homeschooling things I bought about a year ago. I have 1 and 2. So these are really Charlotte Mason. They're story-based, and Cooper just wasn't really that into it. We did a few lessons and he liked them, but they love read aloud stories, and these just weren't very exciting of stories to him. But they've got fun pictures. It's about twins on a farm. I can go in depth on any of these too if you guys would like, because if I keep talking this much about each one, this is going to be a really long video. Anyway, I have these as like backup kind of, but I doubt we'll use them. But maybe with my younger son, kind of just reading them to him and then talking about this story, which reminds me of these books that I have, Math Start. So I have a few different ones. These are all level 1, and you can see right here they show what the focus is on each book. They love this one because Cooper is obsessed with cars, so then Theo is because he's the little brother, and it's about lining up the cars. So this one's about patterns. So each time they line up the cars in a different way, and they love these stories. We read them a lot before bed, or just 5 times in a row during the day. A little firefighters one. Sorting. So those are fun. I want to start getting some level 2 for my older son, because I think that they've got like adding, and then they have telling time, and they have so many fun ones. And the illustrations are really cute, and they're different, as you can see, for each of the books. Last math thing that we have is family math. I got this from thrift books. If any of you guys have used thrift books, they're amazing. The quality of this is so good as far as being used, but it just has little activities in it that are related to math, and this is the grade level. So if it has something in the box here, it means it's for younger kids, so this one's not. We've done a few of these. One of the ones that we've done that they really liked is on the dot. So we actually used the game, it's dot something, I can't think of it, but it's a math game in like a little box. And they just have little cards with dots on them, and then they had beans, and it's mostly for my 2.5-year-old to understand that 4 means something. It's not just, a counting thing when you have 4 or something. Let's see, next up we have language arts, which I'm using, what so many people are using, is The Good and the Beautiful. My son Cooper, my older son, is in the kindergarten. We're about halfway through it because we do, it comes with this cute little reader. that we're just now going to start. But it's, we're on lesson 55 because, yeah, so we basically school year round, and we don't really, I don't take into account even Monday through Friday. We just kind of do it when we feel like it, when we're all in good moods, and I don't have any sort of a strict schedule. I kind of set out for the week what we're going to do and what I want to do without any high expectations of us, because we're still little. The kids are. And then the pre-K one for my 2.5-year-old, which I put off as long as I could. So we're only on, we're just starting Unit 2. We're on lesson 13. And there's like 30 something. So we're trying to take our time, and I'm not having him really do the handwriting. We'll like do it with our finger instead, because I think he's just too young to really even try that, and he's not going to feel very confident because his finger muscles just aren't there yet. Speaking of handwriting, we do have, so we're using the Good and the Beautiful handwriting along with, so I have the pre-writing, which I got for my 2.5-year-old, but now I've been using it with my older son. And then I also got the kindergarten, the level K handwriting that he was enjoying and he was liking, but I just think that he still has to, I want him to have fun with it, and he wasn't having that much fun writing actual letters. So the other one's more like doodles and fun stuff. And then we also have Writing Without Tears. And I have one for, so Cooper did this one last year and really liked it. And then I got this one, it's a Spanish one because we do practice some Spanish in our house. And along with that, I have the wooden letters that come with the Writing Without Tears. This is something that we've been using for the last year, and they love that when it comes out. And then the last thing that I'm doing is kind of, I want to do like the Brave Writer once we get there, but we're not ready for that yet. So right now I'm just using one of these little like notebooks to dictate stories from Cooper, because he tells stories all the time. And he loves telling stories. He loves when we tell him stories. And so just kind of dictating those stories that he's telling us. And he was so excited the first time we did it. And he wanted to tell Dad, and he wanted to tell everyone about his story that he made. And it was just really exciting. And the last thing we have is our like science, which is nature this year. And we have 2 different ones that we're doing. The first one that I got, that I was really excited about because I feel like it's not overwhelming. It's like a really small amount of like prep work, and it's pretty exciting. It's the Firefly Nature. And so they, I have the like annual membership. So I get 4 of these in my email every month, along with a PDF of different like coloring, and I'll show you. So this is the Grasshoppers Unit, and I can go more in depth too, but this is like the stuff that they send each month. So I go through and I just pick out what pertains to our level. And yeah, so that's just some of the stuff. We did some of that today. So they each get their own little notebook, and I put something different in it. Every weekend I take everything out and put new stuff in, and it's pretty exciting. Usually I'll have something fun, well, it's fun, but something in there that's like just like a cartoon coloring page. Usually I have Lightning McQueen on the cover because they're obsessed. We don't watch many Disney movies, but that's one that they love. The other that we're using is the Gentle and Classical Nature, which I've been loving. It's a little bit more, you have to plan a little bit more, and it's a little bit more detailed. And I'm so proud of myself. I just finished making these little guys that go along with it and laminated them, which is a lot of work trying to cut out this tiny little things. But if you haven't seen it, this is the student one. So we have this that we read, and it's quite a lot, and it's very scientific. So we read, usually it takes us 3 different times of reading. And so we'll read it, and then we'll do one of the fun activities with it. We usually we'll always do watercolor for whatever it is. So this unit is fish. So we're gonna be painting fish. And right now I'm in Oregon, and it's really smoky from the fires. so we unfortunately won't be going on any walks to see fish. But typically, just as a family without even nature curriculum, we go on 2 to 3 nature walks or hikes a week because we just really love that, and it's really fun for the boys, and they bring their scooters half the time depending on the type of trail. So yeah, that's everything, and I don't even think that took me that long, which is amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to do some review videos, hopefully some day in the life. I haven't made a YouTube video, I think, in like 2 years, and I've always really loved it, but my camera's been broken, so, and my laptop. But now I have a new computer, and I'm using my phone today, so hopefully that's okay, and I'm going to try and get my camera fixed because I love making videos and I want to keep doing it. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming out, and yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. I'm excited for this school